which leads us to the concept of an ad campaign, what it is and how to do it. Rarely, when we're dealing with advertising, do we think in terms of a single ad. And what happens is the linkages in our brain and the associations that we have with the product kind of grow with repeated exposure, and so over time we develop an awareness of the product. It could be active or inactive, but one ad doesn't necessarily do it, and it's the cumulative effect of multiple advertisements over time that creates advertising awareness, advertising equity, which is why if I wanted to go against the Coca-Cola company with a competing product, I have to combat 100 years of really popular advertising to get my product noticed. So the impact of a single ad is small. We use multiple ads to achieve different objectives, and we might use multiple channels. This gets into this concept of integrated marketing communications, where we have multiple ways of reaching the customer. We want to make sure that however the customer interacts with our company, that they are getting us the same message. Okay. Yeah. Two costs to develop a campaign: creative and media. Again, in the traditional model, media was what you paid for, creative was free. In today's model, where access to the media, especially in digital media, is basically free, then we have to start charging for the creative costs in order to get real. So what does it take to develop the message? And yeah, the standard marketing answer applies. You might spend a few $100s developing a print ad, and you might spend $11 million developing a Super Bowl ad. It depends on what you're trying to accomplish. The media costs vary greatly, and the issue is trying to find, remember we talked about the first question I was asking marketing is who's the customer? So the key with the media cost is it's not so much the cost of the media, but it's the cost of getting your message to the people who you want to get your message to. And so it's kind of a trade-off is with mass advertising, the cost of reaching an individual person is relatively low. So for example, with the Super Bowl, I'm going to spend $4 million for a commercial, but I'm going to reach 100 million people. That's actually a pretty good deal when it looks at a per person basis. But the issue with the Super Bowl ad is what if 99% of those people have no interest in my product? Then I've done a very efficient job of reaching people who have no interest and have wasted a lot of money. It might be smarter for me to go with a medium that isn't necessarily as sexy as the Super Bowl, but does a better job of reaching the people that I want to talk to. Okay?